This is my strawberry bed. And this was the second attempt to prevent the birds from eating the strawberries. First time we did it, we just had hoops that went up and around. We covered it with the bird netting and then made it so that we couldn't even get into it either, which didn't work. So then we made this removable cover so that I could get in there and weed the strawberry bed, but that didn't work either. The birds have found a way in. Now, I don't know who keeps cutting open the netting, but something is. So I'm going to try to fix it. First things first, let's get all the weeds out and reset up our rows and break apart all the clumps and all that fun stuff. Thank goodness for portable canopies. It was starting to get pretty darn warm over here, and the strawberries aren't liking that direct sun, so putting up a little shade. All done. All weeded. All the strawberries have been separated and planted separately. To help them, I pulled all the berries off and all the flowers off, just so that they have a fighting chance here, because it is going to get really warm this weekend. I will just keep the shade on them and hope that they survive. So next, it's about building the top. There's the beginnings of the structure. It looks like I need to add some more support pieces, but it is getting late. I'm tired. He's tired. So we're going to go sit in our swings and have a beer. Tomorrow, finish up the frame, run some wire over it, see if I can't find some hinges somewhere in the garage, and finish that project. We started with this design, just some hoops, stuck in some rebar over the strawberries, and we had it fastened with zip ties. Kind of hard to see that. So we couldn't get into it to weed anything or pick strawberries without dismantling the whole thing and taking the hoops off and trying to put them back on. Look what happens to the bird netting. It just gets destroyed. So then we tried another idea. We made this here. We made this. Problem with this design, number one, you pick it up and it falls apart. Husband didn't glue it in case it didn't work. And then also, everything growing on the low side would come up through the bird netting. This was high enough, that worked, but the low sides did not work. And then trying to get it back on after you took it off, it would just slide all over the place and be really hard to get back on. Now we have this design. Covered in chicken wire. One half at a time opens, so you can get to this and then get to that. And then there's brackets here to keep it from sliding all over the place. Hopefully this will work. We won't know until later on in the season. Now the only thing I have to fix is I don't want to just drop it. And I don't want to keep handling it from one side because this is all old wood and it might fall apart. I'm going to attempt to put a handle on it. Okay, let's see if it works. Suppose I could pull it up this way. That worked okay. Let's try it a different way. What if I pulled the rope? Oh, that didn't work. Well, it's not perfect. The brackets are a little off. But hey, at least we can keep the birds out. Now if I could just get the moles and voles out of there, that'd be great.